So we've moved on to our explosive strength and power phase now, which is really about trying to get as much intent from those exercises out of the gym and now onto the field. So we're practicing direct transfer from essentially lifting heavy weights quickly onto the field. Now we're going to go into some position specific and unit specific work where we're trying to get the crossover. The forwards are going to go on and do a big line out session now where we're trying to get them to move as fast as possible to the line out in the line out. So you've just seen a lot of push press, split jerk type actions. So there's a lot of total body work with finishing with lifting above the head. We try and keep the sessions as short as possible. We're at the stage now where we finish flooding them with volume and they're carrying a lot of peripheral fatigue. That volume's been sucked out now, so it's all about short, sharp, intense sessions where we're trying to maintain movement speed and increase movement speed as much as possible.
Our Tuesday session is generally being the session that we're doing the hardest amount of work. So we're coming out, doing a nice little bit of hand and warm up, lure us into a false sense of security, and then we go into Graham's contact drill of death, which just basically involves smashing things repeatedly for 90 seconds, and then going into a bit of an endurance circuit. So we work for about 2 minutes, range of kind of push and prowlers, med ball throws and sprints and tackling and stuff. And again, that was probably about 2 minutes worth of work, again on a circuit basis. For us, it's just making sure that we keep ticking over. Obviously, we're 16 days out of a World Cup now, so we don't want to be killing ourselves, but we need to make sure that we're in a good physical state after all the work we've done leading up into this. And then we've got a little bit of a break in the middle of doing a little bit of organisation defensively, getting our line speed right, the kind of, I suppose, the little small details, and then finishing with a bit of a blowout of a game, which for us and all the girls are kind of chomping at the bit to kind of get out there and play.
We know that one of the key determinants in what it takes to win is a team's ability to repeat high intensity efforts. That's essentially what this game's about. In every single session we do that's conditioning based, there won't just be monotonous running type activity. There'll be explosive, repeat high intensity movement, speed off the floor, speed back into the line, speed to the breakdown, speed through the breakdown, and the same in the tackle area. So everything's built around repeat high intensity efforts.
Yeah, I think it's making sure that we're managing that fatigue, that we're now used to it. Obviously the sun's been obviously ready there to prep us for France, hopefully, but making sure that we're making good decisions, that we can still execute and be clinical when we are tired and when we've worked for, like you say, 100 minutes. It's nice when you've got that time together to live that, I suppose, that kind of professional lifestyle to an extent. The fact that we have the opportunity to go and do some weights and then come straight on the pitch and do that skill element and then have a bit of lunch, get your feet up and then come out and get absolutely smashed in the afternoon. But you know, none of us would change that. We want to be in the best physical shape going into this World Cup, and these guys are giving us the best opportunity to do that.
We've got to do the best job we can at replicating that match intensity in a World Cup final. That involves a lot of people, as you probably saw this morning. The girls are great at motivating themselves and each other, but it's that extra little bit of detail that we try and bring to the session, to the flow of the day and the flow of the week that hopefully will all add up to make a difference.